Many parents are frustrated because their autistic child masks at school. By masking, they mean that their child is deliberately hiding their autism. Parents find this frustrating because it means that the school does not see the difficulties that they see, and the child does not receive the appropriate help. But what if the child is not deliberately hiding their autism, but simply trying to protect themselves and survive the school day? Because every child's autism is different, there are a myriad of different ways that could explain what appears to be masking at school. If I were to explain everything, this would be a very, very long video. So instead, I will give 2 examples of children for whom Aspident has done an autism profile. Links to information about each child, written by their mothers, is in the description. First, let's consider Poppy. Poppy's autistic symptoms are mostly explained by processing issues, sensory issues, and exposure anxiety. Exposure anxiety is anxiety that is triggered when someone shares something personal about him or herself. This can make it difficult for a child to say their name. It makes sharing feelings with people virtually impossible. The child may want to share something personal, but find themselves unable to do so. Poppy's mother is frustrated because Poppy does not tell teachers when she is struggling, and when asked, always said that she is fine. It looks like Poppy is hiding her autism, but what is really going on? There are 2 things going on. 1. Poppy struggles to understand what is said to her. She often misunderstands and at best processes only as far as a literal understanding. This means that she is unable to process her emotions at the time and will therefore say fine because she thinks she has understood what the teacher has said. But because at that point she has no idea about her emotional reaction, she does not know that it is not fine. 2. Even when Poppy knows she is struggling, she will not tell her teacher because of the anxiety triggered by sharing that she is struggling. This prevents Poppy from telling someone she is struggling. It is all Poppy can do to tell her teacher that she needs the toilet. Doing this is a major achievement for Poppy. There are things that Poppy will not disclose to teachers or healthcare professionals, both because of embarrassment and because of the anxiety that disclosing this will generate. Therefore, Poppy is protecting herself from A. other people realising she hasn't understood or can't process at the time, and B. the exposure anxiety backlash of revealing something about herself. Now consider Kieran. Kieran's autism is explained via synesthesia and difficulties with motor planning. Kieran's synesthesia means that he sees colours and shapes for numbers, letters, words, sounds, textures, emotions, and objects. He is very good at remembering number plates because to him they make a colour and a shape. He doesn't remember them as lists of numbers and letters, but as a shape and a colour. Kieran is good at arithmetic because operations on numbers produces a shape and a colour, which translates to a number. Kieran's mother could see that Kieran was struggling at school, but his teachers could not see it at all. Kieran sat by himself and got on with his work. School could not see there was a problem. Kieran did try to explain to his mother, but she didn't understand and thought Kieran was deliberately hiding his difficulties at school. This is a problem because anything to help a child has to go through the school. In desperation, Kieran's mother came to Aspident for an autism profile for Kieran. It was obvious to me from the reports that Kieran had synesthesia. I just asked Kieran 1 question to make sure. Via exploring his synesthesia, I gave Kieran the words to explain what his difficulties are and why he is struggling. He is now able to express his feelings to his teachers and tell them when he is struggling. Even better, it has now been recognised that a mainstream school is not a suitable environment for Kieran. Because he is now less stressed, the severity of Kieran's synesthesia is reduced. Kieran was not hiding his difficulties, he simply did not have the words to explain his difficulties. Accusing the child of masking means that you are accusing them of doing something deliberate to make life harder for themselves, whereas actually they are protecting themselves and doing their best to survive in a hostile environment. You really need to find out what is going on.